Trash Bin Talk.
Hello everybody, my name is RaccoonBroVA. Welcome back to another episode of Trash Picks Talk. And it has been a little bit since the last time we were able to get to one of these. You know, everyone's got their lives, we're all busy with stuff, especially with the holidays. And because of that, we have a bit of a backlog with the members matchups that's accrued. So we decided to throw you guys a bone, and we are throwing a members-only extravaganza matchup episode today. And we are exclusively going to be looking at ones that our members have recently posted on a suggestion post that I made a little while ago, and we're going to get to all of them today. And we've made sure to do our research on them so that at least one of us has something to say about each one. And so we have eight of these to get through, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go ahead and get started. How about y'all?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, none
of them are topping Kermit versus Mr. Frog.
Another day. For our first one, we have The Spot versus Jobu Tupaki from Everything Everywhere All at Once, and this is suggested by ItzMeMD. So, I love these movies a lot. Across the Spider-Verse and Everything Everywhere are two fantastic pieces of media. We talked a little bit about Jobu before as one of Flowey's potential matchups.
I did see the movie after we talked about that, and I do see the appeal now.
Mm-hmm.
I tried watching it, but I couldn't find a link or any way of watching it without paying money.
That's A24 for you.
Like I was genuinely trying to like find someplace to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once, but nope, I ain't coughing up money.
Well, I think the main thing that you wanna get from this one is that imagine that one section from Bill versus Discord where they're going through the weirdness bubbles and going through different animation styles. Yeah. Imagine that, but it's literally the whole thing.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
And
sounds cool.
That I can't imagine how much collaboration would be necessary to make something like this work. Also, by the way, I love the detail of the googly eyes in the background. If you know, you know, instead of spots.
I kind of know what it's about.
Yeah, just honestly, we've talked a little bit with how, you know, Flowey gives a lot of potential for esotericness, and this is a very similar boat. It's just because of their ability to go across different dimensions and traversing all of them and incorporating that into their fighting styles, there's no telling how many different... This could potentially have, like, the most animators of any different project, with each person only contributing, like, a second of footage at most.
There's going to be one section where it's a Torian fight, and Jobu's just doing, like, ridiculous amounts of flips.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get another segment. We get another segment that's Ben Singer animating.
Oh yeah.
Singer
animation. Soldier Ben comes back.
Quick 5-second segments of fights, just like one by Moro, one by Devil Artemis.
Mm-hmm. One by Soul Gen, one by Luis.
Yeah.
Just
get the whole Lythero core on that.
Get a bunch of animators in there never been on there. Like, let's get Pymations. Let's get Pringus McDingus.
Get Dubas.
Dubas Goobas, yes.
Oh my God. Dubas, yes.
Awesome. Oh yeah.
Dubas would be hilarious. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, now I want this. This
yeah. See, because I want to avoid spoilers when it comes, because Everything Everywhere is the kind of movie that you need to watch blind. This segment is probably just gonna be us talking about all the different animators we'd love to see come on for it. Because like Spot is also one of those guys that's like, he has no facial features. He's a very simple design, so that means you're able to go a little bit crazier with the visual surrounding him, since it provides that. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the rap battle Spot versus WD Gaster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's even before they get into the verse where they're going through all the different animation styles, they do a really good job capturing the Spider-Verse aesthetic, like right from the get-go in the first verse when it's like quote-unquote normal. And I think that this could be a similar structure.
That was super like multimedia, like they had animation, live action stuff.
Rubber Hose got in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this could be our first Lego animation too, potentially.
I was gonna say, because we'd have that Lego segment in the Spider-Verse movie.
And there's a Lego figure of Spot now.
And
I think the funniest...
There's gotta be cosplay at one point as well.
This is like kind of
Yes.
interesting because Spot is one of the few characters where if they really just leaned in more into Spider-Verse and not 616, no one would care.
Yeah, because he's
Well,
way
yeah,
more
well, yeah.
iconic. Yeah.
Yeah, because 616 the Spot is like kind of a joke villain, where Spider-Verse, yeah, they make him all pudgy and like he's kind of like a
616
loser,
Well, not
but like
even-
he also has like so much aura when the film
Yeah.
needs him to have that.
616 Spot is more of a polka dot man rival.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, well, even then, it's funny because like I did a little bit of preliminary research about like 616 Spot, and like in many cases when it comes to like comic characters getting like movie adaptations, there's always like some sort of creative liberties. Spot is more or less like Spot in the comics is more or less how Spider-Verse adapted him. He was a scientist that was enlisted by Kingpin by the name of Jonathan Ons, not Jonathan, Jonathan, spelled with an H. And
Also spelled wrong.
yeah, and he was basically tasked with creating a device that would allow him to open portals, similar to how Cloak and Dagger open portals to the Dark Force dimension. Which I don't know if you guys remember when I talked about in Momo and Okamuro's Cloak and Dagger, but the experiment backfired, and that's how Spot turned into what he was.
And,
so it's pretty much almost exactly like how it is in the movies.
a bagel got thrown in him at one point as well. I'd
I
like to see them
I don't-
reference that.
I don't think 616 suffered that bad of a tragedy.
No. Let's get a scene where Jobu like jumps towards the Spot and then turns into a bagel
Oh
just
my
to hit
god,
him.
they both have the bagels. They both have the bagel similarity. Isn't there like a everything bagel?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Well, there is.
I think
Yeah,
Biffweed
Well,
brought it up.
well, there's one part where there's a chef universe, and let's just say they make a Ratatouille reference of some kind, so they could probably reference that and she could throw a bagel at him when they're fighting in the kitchen.
She throws a big Spot goes, fuck, not again.
And I'd love to see. I'd love to see Spot.
That's what leads into the climax.
I'd love to see Spot like get hot dog fingers at one point and react to that. Cause that another thing where if you know, you know. Honestly,
I
just
really do need to watch this movie.
I need to see it.
I would like to see if they brought Spot onto the show, and especially with a movie character like this. I don't think people would complain if they specifically said we are looking at Spot from the movie. We're not taking the comics into account.
Right.
And
Right.
which I think would make
yeah.
even more sense
I
when Beyond the Spider-Verse eventually comes out in a couple years.
Yeah,
ago.
it is.
It
As
would
we mentioned,
only
like,
make sense to use him after that, since we haven't
'cause
seen
Yeah,
his
exactly.
especially since like Spot in the comics, like you already mentioned it, but like he's like C, maybe D tier. Like he's very low on like the Spidey rogue gallery. So like I would totally understand them.
I don't think people would complain.
Which does credit how great Spider-Verse is, because they took essentially a D-tier villain and made it like
A household
You
name.
get the James Gunn treatment.
They made him more than a villain of the week.
I'll be honest.
yeah.
I don't know how much of
Oh,
a hot
God.
take this is, but personally, I find I love Across the Spider-Verse the whole way through, but I do find it slightly less enjoyable when Spot isn't on screen anymore, like in the middle.
Yeah.
And
I can kinda see that.
after he gets his
Yeah.
aura transformation, it's like I'm gonna take everything from you, and then he's kind of absent for the rest of the movie. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
man,
and
I
then
want to
he
see more of
becomes-
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
we're going to
what
see more
we
of
did
this
do-
in Beyond.
We will see more of him
Because-
eventually.
Whenever
Well,
that
they got
comes
a
out.
lot of shit to go through in Beyond. But
Yeah.
they're cool
We're getting
Yeah, well-
in 2 years.
We'll see Shamik more of him. You're right.
Oh.
Oh my god!
I mean, let's just hope we're not dead by then by the time we are.
Oh.
Let's hope we're not dead by then before Beyond the Spider-Verse is out.
Hey, at least I'm not as corny as Shamik Moore.
Fair enough. Fair
Or
enough.
it's cringe. That's-
All right. Yeah, honestly, just a really, really cool one here, and I'd love to make sure you get somebody that can do a good Jason Schwartzman impression, because I love his performance as Spot so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, cool. So I don't know about you guys. I think that's are you guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
All right. Thank you for sending that one. It's MeMD. I think that would be a very fun episode idea. Now then, moving on to our next one, we have Garu versus
Ooh.
Kazuya.
Yes.
All right.
Mishra. And this is suggested by the Slash in Gamer 9451.
I
Now,
love this matchup. It's one of my favorites.
this one
Same
is
here. It's-
pure like hands badassery.
I
Yes.
am far more familiar with Garo than I am. Does Tekken get like, what's Tekken scaling like?
It's right now Planet, I think, with Jin's like there's like a scene in Tekken 8 where Jin turns into Devil Jin and then like shoots a laser across the planet, and I think that's like
Because
either that's
Ryu is shaking in his
read,
non-existent
having read
boots
the
right
One
now.
Punch Man manga, I know that God Garo is insane.
Well, the thing is
that's,
that
like, one of the
it's worth
character
noting that
endings.
for this matchup, God Garo is not given to Garo, especially since like that.
Oh,
that
so it's kind
format-
of like a Booster Gold situation.
Yeah,
Right.
because like
In a
God
way.
Garo, like the means in which he accesses the form are like very context heavy, and even then, it's not something he can like really replicate. So, and also, I'd argue God Garo just makes Garo as a character worse. Who said that?
Oh, boy.
Honestly,
Yeah,
based.
the matchup mostly just primarily focuses on Garo and his journey to like becoming like that monster. Because like the whole theme of the matchup is that like these are two characters that like two martial arts masters who like have like a very complicated history with like the I guess like their masters, like the ones who like brought like who made their upbringings, so much so that like they go down like a dark path to basically become like the ultimate monsters, like the one who will basically destroy everything. And like I think the most interesting thing about is in the sense of like there being a contrast between these two is that Garo's whole motivation is that he wants to become a monster because he views like monsters, like he views them as like the little guys. He wants to stick up for like the
That was such a good like backstory reveal.
yeah, he wants to stick up for the little guy. But meanwhile, Kazuya, he's just a fucking asshole, bro. He's a fucking monster.
Yep.
He just
He
wants to
sees
destroy
world
everything.
domination and vengeance and not much else.
yeah,
The
like
Mishima clan is messed up.
at first it's kind of like understandable why he became this way. Like his own dad literally threw him off a cliff, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna kick his ass.
And then he threw him in a
The
volcano.
Mishima family is fucked.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Kazuya's like, you know what? This isn't good enough. I want to take over the world without any.
Hey,
for
Hachi
bad
would be
reason.
proud.
While also having
Sort of.
an insane sneaker
Asterisk.
collection.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
a
yeah,
what,
yeah,
a
yeah.
what
That's
collection?
what I really like about this
The
matchup,
shoe
how
collection.
Kazuya
A shoe
basically
collection.
represents the exact thing that Garo has spent his entire life going against. Like, despite their similar upbringings.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you think Garo would hate Kazuya for like how oppressive he is?
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah,
I hate
100%.
Kazuya, bro.
Yeah.
100%.
But is he considered like sort of the final boss of One Punch Man?
No.
No,
not even close.
He's like an
I'm pretty sure
anti-villain,
God is the
if that
final
makes
boss.
sense.
Like actual God.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Saitama is seemingly gonna fight God at some point.
But
Yeah.
so, okay, so
Garo
he's
is-
an anti-villain in the sense that he
Probably one of the best, like, rival characters in
Cool.
One Punch Man.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
even
so
though- yeah.
so he's got like he's an antagonist, but like he's not like all
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's not all bad.
Right, you're right.
We've seen him have a connection with a little kid in season 2.
He's
I
just
haven't
got a
watched season
screwed up
3,
world.
but I'm not really sure what he gets up to there.
Oh yeah, speaking
I've
of season
seen the season 3 clips. Oh,
I was
Yeah,
about to say,
season
speaking
3.
of season 3, can we hire the
For
same
those-
people to make
Yeah.
this one the cheapest battle of the show?
Garo is not the one frame slide down a hill guy. He's cool.
You know
Yeah,
that
Garo
was
is
good
actually
reference.
bad.
Yeah, who's the redhead?
yeah, season 2 was good at least.
That is Garo.
That's what I've been hearing mostly.
Like, it
I heard
wasn't
season.
downgraded in animation, but like it still was fine. It was
Does
mostly
does
fine.
Garo
Just
dye his
not
hair
for
red or
multiple
something?
No. Blooded.
His evolved form.
Yeah,
Weird,
Gotcha,
complicated.
blood, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I heard season 3 sucks right now. Is that true?
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about.
Yeah, it's the
Wow,
the
man.
animation quality went down considerably from what I've seen.
I saw there was a good point from Diesel Patches. That's a YouTuber I like. He's talking about One Punch Man season 3, and he's like, oh, but what about the characters and writing? Those are good, right? And he's like, just read the manga. If I'm watching an anime adaptation, I would want the visual like adaptation points to be good, like add something to it. But if it's not adding anything that I can't just get from reading it, then what's the point?
I've just seen
Yeah, that's fair.
comments calling it
Yeah.
one frame,
Yeah.
man.
Which is very
One
unfortunate.
frame, man.
which is why, and I'm happy to say this, Slashy Gamer mentioned that Moro does want to do a Garo matchup at some point.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
pretty
that
sure I
is-
heard about that.
So I
And it
did,
better
I
be
would,
this one.
Biggest one.
so I would also say if any other animator from Death Battle would do this matchup, I would love for it to be Torian. I feel like Torian would just like offer so much.
Yeah.
Cool
I would
martial
I would
arts.
pass out,
Tomorrow
man.
now.
Gen 2.
I would
Yeah, exactly. Reverse Gen 2.
I would pass out from how cool it is.
Oh, what if it's what if it's a Torian and Moro team up?
Oh,
no.
God.
Bro,
No,
you're gonna give me a
I would
stroke.
not.
We're not ready.
I would not.
Oh, like
We're not ready.
Torian provides all the
Alan's
motion
pretty
capture, and then Moro does the visual flair surrounding it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, like
exactly.
more with the
exactly.
visuals.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
I'm losing gallons right now.
Gallons of what?
Get-
Come on.
Gallons
And I
of
will-
stonks.
Stop.
And I will also
I'm doing
say,
this song.
to prove that this is one of my most wanted and loved matchups, I'm actually getting this matchup commissioned as a versus track alongside my friend Brave by Theirwolf.
Sweet.
Aaron is gonna
Yeah.
cook.
Oh man, it's such a good matchup, man. It's so good.
Yeah.
like,
Does it
how-
sound like Garo probably wins?
Oh yeah, no, Garo. Like I think
Oh,
he
yeah,
very
he does.
clean
Yeah.
cut wins because like even no matter
He
how
doesn't even
high
need
you
God
can.
Garo to win.
We didn't
Yeah,
we
no
didn't
matter-
talk about with Spot
Really?
versus Jobu because I feel like Spot is gonna be. We need to learn a bit more about his powers with the next Spider-Verse film before we can give a
Yeah.
definitive answer.
The thing with Garo is that like even though he's nowhere near Saitama's like level at all, he's still proven to be one of like the higher ends
Yeah.
of the verse like overall. So like that would put him on par with characters like Boros and Tatsumaki who have like very
Yeah.
like blatant like planet to star level feats, which like
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
like
he's
the
not as
best-
strong as Saitama, but the fact that he's being compared to Saitama at all says a lot.
Oh, nobody is.
yeah,
Yeah.
well nobody
Yeah.
is that's the thing. But the fact that like Garo like that those feats alone eclipse like the most generous stuff that you can give Tekken.
It's that One Punch Man by virtue of being part of it sort of scaling that this is probably gonna be a really OP character unless you're Genos, in which case you're gonna lose that one. You're probably gonna win that 1v1.
I guess. But also, like, just in general, it'd be nice. It would be really cool to see this matchup done because it's also these are two series that we haven't had on Death Battle in a while. Both of their last
Yeah.
were
They were both in
10,
season 8.
or season
Season
8.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we had
so it-
Saitama versus Popeye, which is still one of the best episodes of the show,
Still-
and Geese versus
Yeah.
Heihachi, which exists.
Exists. Yeah.
It
It's kind of.
exists.
I do
thought
want
it was, I thought it
Tekken.
was fun.
I do want
It's
Tekken to come
good.
back.
I
Yeah, I do want
I've-
Tekken to come back at some point.
I have some updated thoughts about it, especially with certain tangents that have not aged very well.
But if
I
you
mean-
say Heihachi only uses one move, I will end you. That is objectively false.
Mm.
Even as someone who doesn't know much about Tekken, I recognize multiple Tekken moves that Heihachi uses.
Yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
I don't care
That's
what
fair.
anyone says.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just Tekken
okay.
would be nice to be brought back. One Punch Man especially would be nice to be brought back. It's a good matchup.
I mean, Tekken 8 has added so much to Tekken lore, especially with angel
Yeah,
transformations
Kazuya
and shit.
specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with definitely Kazuya. Like Tekken 8, I think really expands upon like the whole Devil Gene kind of stuff with going on with
Yeah,
Kazuya and
yeah.
Jin. So it will be interesting to see that explored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
Also, you gotta
also-
give props to Kazuya in the final battle of Tekken 8. Really, bro would not stay down. Like he keeps getting back up and
He
up
kept getting
against
back
him.
up, yeah.
Can't wait to see what they do for
This is,
Tekken
like,
9.
A good episode to like
Hmm.
continue the story that was Heihachi's analysis.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Or what
Yeah.
lack of story there was in Heihachi's analysis.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
Heihachi
well, there
does.
was.
Does
It was
Heihachi
just
show
not
up
good.
in Tekken 8 at all?
Wait,
He's-
does-
He's DLC.
DLC.
Yes,
Yeah,
DLC.
so he-
Apparently,
he
his
survi-
death in Tekken 7 was like retconned.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
him falling
happens
into
a
the
lot in
volcano.
Tekken.
Yeah.
It happens a lot in fighting games in general.
They can't.
Yeah, but at
characters
least
don't
with
take
Street
it.
Fighter 6, when they brought back
I mean, we
Bison,
all
they
thought
made
him
it. They
Bison
made it
died,
pretty clear that like Bison was. It's not the same guy who died in Street Fighter 5. Like, yeah, he's taking on the name as Bison. He
brought
has the
back
same
Jin's
powers,
dead
but like
mom.
he's not exactly like the same person as Bison. But like, it's not quite the same, and like. It's unsure as to what he actually is, despite being named
Fighting
Bison.
games are like comics.
Okay.
Death never sticks.
Heihachi,
Yeah.
Heihachi did that one thing that Hulk did to survive by flexing his muscles so hard that it sent him flying in the air.
Like a stupid panel. Oh,
So dumb.
All right. I think we're probably ready to move on now. That was
Yeah.
a lot of interesting stuff there. Now let's talk about Jimmy versus Dexter.
Yeah.
What is
Okay.
Jimmy Neutron, baby?
Oh boy. So this is from
Back to the
Grumpo89. Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network's Boy Geniuses. I'm still surprised this matchup hasn't been done yet, and over time it has actually become debatable. Jimmy has better hacks and speed, while Dexter has better firepower and strength. So what are we
They
thinking,
both got
boys?
nerfs. They used to be multiversal and such, but like they both got nerfed to like much lower levels. So like,
Is it because
Boo.
of the? Is it because of the Nickelodeon games for Jimmy? Because I played them and they were
Oh.
like crazy.
I know Dice of Destiny was kind of a big one that came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the.
I'll remember
no,
Nicktoons Unite got multiversal, but now Jimmy doesn't get anything
I
from
mean,
a battle
if you-
volcano.
SpongeBob was
Sad.
in that. I'm
No.
pretty sure they're scaling to him.
I used to. I
Oh,
love
okay.
Battle Volcano.
Okay, that-
Oh, Eamon.
That makes more
Yeah.
sense if they're scaling Jimmy to SpongeBob, because SpongeBob gets directly all those feats.
I mean, but
they
then
might
in that
even
sense-
scale Jimmy to Timmy Turner because like of both Nicktoons and the Power Hour movies.
I mean, but in that sense, I feel like Dexter would get probably some equal leniency with all the like the early 2000s
Yeah,
Cartoon
yeah.
Network like crossovers.
Well,
They
what-
encourage fusion
Cartoon-
fall scaling, so I can't imagine why they wouldn't give Dexter fusion fall scaling.
Yeah.
True.
Oh yeah, so are we just gonna give them a bunch of crossover stuff and as opposed to sticking purely to their shows?
I mean,
my-
with
Might as
That's
well.
technically-
Like,
I mean,
it's
like
in theme.
technically, with the whole Power Hour thing with fairy godparents, like that's the canon crossover. Meaning those
I
two
mean-
universes had the like core line before.
Well, yeah, that is
Yeah.
a canon crossover. I'll give
There
you
was a
that.
thing in Dice of Destiny where they like did do a callback to Nicktoons Unite, like with the main four.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, yeah,
I don't
'cause-
think I've seen you guys somewhere before.
Well, because like I know they mentioned it in SpongeBob's analysis, but it wasn't clear to me if like they were actually using it for research or just wanted to shout
I mean,
it out.
Honestly, I don't think they need to, because like SpongeBob carries the scaling in that.
Kind yeah.
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 And also, like, even
Actually,
if
it's
he
Timmy
was-
who carries
It
the
was
scaling
him,
last
Danny
I checked.
Phantom, Timmy Turner,
Oh,
and Jimmy
wait, yeah.
Neutron.
Yeah, I watched
Yep.
Danny versus Jake
and Timmy
recently,
won that blog.
and with Danny's analysis, they focused purely on his cartoon and nothing else.
Well, that's
Yeah.
just if you did the Nicktoons scaling, then you have to skip SpongeBob
Hmm.
and Timmy,
Mm.
which can get wild.
I mean, Jake does got
Also,
Stitch
for
scaling,
scale,
but you know that's neither here nor there.
It's like a bit all over the place when it comes to canonicity.
Right.
Oh, by the way, wouldn't this be our first Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network matchup? Because I don't think we've gotten one before.
Yes, this would
I don't
be.
sure
would.
know.
Honestly?
It might be.
Honestly, it might.
We've got Nickelodeon versus Disney, but never Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Unless-
we
unless-
we got, we got
with
Nickelodeon versus Disney, and then Disney versus Cartoon Network.
I don't know if,
Unless you wanna
if Super
count
Friends.
Korra versus Storm, which is technically owned by Nickelodeon.
Well,
and-
I don't know if Super Friends like has ever aired on Cartoon Network before as like a Saturday
It has
morning
not.
block. Okay,
No.
It's
fair.
probably like a
think it was
boomerang
nice.
thing.
Well, Boomerang's kind of associated with Cartoon Network.
But that's
Yeah,
kind of
Boomerang's always
stretch,
been like
yes,
its
man.
own thing.
Different era of Cartoon Network.
But yes, but yeah, no.
Anyway,
yeah.
Storm is a comic character. We don't need to like muddle the waters there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, with all the scaling and stuff, this is like a very cool, just the boy geniuses going at it with all their different gadgets that they've had over the years. I watched the Jimmy Neutron movie recently. Surprisingly holds up pretty well. It's like a
Oh,
backdoor
absolutely.
pilot to
It's
a
an
TV
amazing
Yeah,
show.
movie.
Patrick
It's a
Stewart
movie.
is the villain.
And with Martin Short as well as his sidekick.
The kids
Oh,
in
yeah.
the American scene in that movie still gets me hyped.
It's iconic, bro.
It's so
Gosh,
iconic,
I love it.
bro.
Insane.
I love it how the movie literally starts off being its own thing and then eventually becomes one of Nickelodeon's faces for its like
Yeah.
lineup.
True. Yeah. that
Which-
movie's a
Kind of
classic.
sucks.
Honestly,
Honestly,
it
it
makes
makes
me-
then they're like
makes me happy-
Nickelodeon, like kind of like shelved in comparison to like all their other shows.
Makes me happy
Well,
that they
yeah,
hired.
yeah.
By the
Planet
way, when
Sheen.
they brought back the Yolkians in like the actual Jimmy Neutron show,
Yes.
like guess who voiced the king?
Oh.
S. Scott Bullock, who voiced Hades from Kid Icarus Uprising.
Nah,
No,
that's so
why-
perfect.
If Nintendo,
That's
ever,
it.
if like Nintendo ever brings like Kid Icarus to their cinematic universe, I really hope they get Patrick Stewart to voice Hades just for that casting alone.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
real Garfield, Lorenzo Music, and
Bill
Bill
Murray,
Murray's
yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
also Behemoth. What are you talking about? We have Planet Sheen, everyone's favorite.
Oh my god, the
Oh,
one where we have to deal with the annoying character.
Shinzies.
Now I'm about to cook for a second here, because I don't know who they're gonna get to voice Dexter, because like that's such a specific. I don't even know what his accent is supposed to be. It's so crazy.
It's vaguely European.
Yeah, vaguely European.
Very vaguely.
Okay,
What did you do the lab this time?
he's like a tiny Gru from
like-
Despicable Me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Honest.
French
Pretty close.
German. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's like a French-German-ish kind of accent.
Now Jimmy,
Yeah, something like that.
I know exactly who they should get to voice Jimmy, because Emily Fajardo, when she voiced Aang, I feel like if she like made it a little bit like more bubbly and like nerdy, I think it could get pretty close to Jimmy's voice.
Yeah. I
See
can-
that?
Kinda, yeah. I can genuinely see that. Yeah.
I can hear it. I can hear
I can
it.
hear. I can hear it. Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like she,
granted, I haven't watched
honestly, like
Anguish
a lot of her
Sad in so long.
mannerisms in that episode reminded me a lot of Debbie Derryberry. So I kind of hope Death Battle sees my vision there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Debbie
maybe.
Derryberry also voices Coco Bandicoot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or she used
Yeah, you
to.
know what?
In the most recent
She
game, she
also-
did.
Used to.
Oh yeah, cause like Crash 4,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
voiced by Eden Regal, Sam Regal's sister.
She also
Oh.
voiced Monkey Pink in Ape Escape 3.
And she
Yeah.
also voiced the rainbow in FNAF World.
Yeah, I appreciate that the movie like had a bunch of actual voice actors playing all the characters, so that way everybody actually reprised their roles for the show, unlike something like that My Little Pony G5 film where they're all played by celebrities, and then for the Canadian production everybody sounds different and it's very jarring.
Oh right, yeah.
Now, does Jimmy get his dad as a summon?
Oh my gosh, and he gives Dexter a speech about the banana and bores him to death.
Looks like you're going to the shadow realm,
Shadow
Shadow Realm,
Oh
Jimbo.
god, Jimmy Neutron gets Uncle L scaling.
You know they could totally like get a cameo from his voice actor too.
Jimbo, how you doing? I'm in
Alright,
the
well,
middle
he
of
would
a
do it
fight now.
100%.
Okay, buddy, you go off.
Yeah.
I forget what his name is.
house, Jimbo? Well, I had to like get rid of this some scientific
Kick his
disagreement.
butt, son.
Alrighty then.
Hi.
This is just
What do you say we celebrate with some pie?
Mark DiCarlo, that's his name.
And
I,
he was
hard.
high.
I love
Yeah,
him.
he's great.
I'm
I
I'm
love
still
that guy.
okay, quick tangent, but I am still upset that there was like a massive campaign like that involved Mark DiCarlo to get Hugh Neutron in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl as like a DLC character, only for Nick All-Star Brawl 2 to just relegate him as an NPC in the story mode.
Ooh.
At least he's in the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, come on.
Yeah, come on, give him that.
We were this close to perfection. This close.
We
Yeah.
were on the
We were
verge
on
of
the verge
greatness.
of greatness. We were this.
I love Nick
This
All-Star
goes-
Brawl 2, but
You
it
guys
was such a
know-
sad story.
You guys know if this announcement
Yeah.
happens, there's going to be a decent chance they're going to make a Carl Weezer mom fucker joke.
Probably. I mean, Rob Paulson's even
Yeah.
leaning into it, so.
Oh god, yeah.
what?
it's just-
What?
My
I
movie
completely
is
forgot
about
that.
An amazing woman named
Yeah.
Judy. Isn't Jimmy's mom named Judy?
No.
I mean,
They even
you know
made
what?
a
They could
Lythero
do that.
reference in
They
the
could
last
also-
episode, so.
Like, just-
if they're gonna do
yeah, they
that,
did.
they're definitely gonna bring up Dexter's mom too.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
Think
yeah.
they'll mention-
Dexter
you think
has
they'll mention
canonically
the,
seen his mom naked.
Well, I was gonna say, do you think you'll mention the Lost Dexter episode where he flicks off the audience?
Well, okay, so
Maybe.
here's where the sort of like quote unquote like controversy of this episode comes in. How do they do the animation style for a CG show versus
know
a
what?
hand-drawn show?
I
Right.
mean, Jimmy Timmy Power Hour did a combo of both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
would
Well,
they?
to be
Do you
fair-
think they would go the extra mile
Like-
and include both? Like have a scene where they're both opening a dimension to a different place, and it shows a split screen of their animation
I mean,
styles
you were
interacting
just
with each
talking
other.
About more
Yeah.
3D animator collabing.
So like maybe
Yeah, why
they would. Like I feel like that would be like the most faithful way to do it, and then like have them like switch between the animation styles as they're like battling.
Yeah.
have a fucking Ghost Rider versus Spawn scene of them like do have a dimension
between
like battle.
Oh my gosh.
And-
Oh my god, yeah. Because I was thinking, like, yeah, because in Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, they have it so that Jimmy and Timmy just like they change based on which universe they're in. So when
Right,
Jimmy goes
exactly.
to the Fair of the Odd Parents, he's 2D, but Timmy's 3D. So it's like it's hard. That would be like a big ordeal to like have like both of those things coexist in the animation.
Would a Dexter 3D model be as cursed as JoJo Popeye?
I mean, he's in the.
I mean, he's been
what's
3D
it,
before.
What's the
Yeah.
fighting game? The like cartoon punch time explosion.
It's
Yep.
something like that, yeah.
Well, because a lot of
Or you
people
know what?
mentioned that with the Power
Just
Hour.
give him the fusion fall model.
With the Power Hour crossover, a lot of people point out that it's really cool and an awesome novelty to see them in the different animation styles, but the 2D designs being translated to 3D look a lot
It's
more
cursed,
uncanny compared to the 3D
Yeah.
designs being translated to 2D.
Because, yeah,
That's
Butch
really-
Hartman's like designs they don't translate well to 3D because like.
But
the
that's what
mouth,
makes it
all,
funny.
like, the
That's what makes it
ears-
funny, though.
It's funny, but like it's so like uncanny as you said.
Yeah, that's just a
Yeah.
Butch Hartman thing, though. I think Dexter could transition way better into 3D because, like,
Yeah,
it's also
yeah.
like
Yeah, I mean,
it's
they
made
had
it's
a
animated by the
Samurai
same by
Jack
Gendy
game,
Tartakovsky,
Gendy
who
Tart-
also
yeah.
animated Samurai Jack, and he has historically translated very well into 3D. So I can't imagine why Dexter
Yeah, they
wouldn't.
even had like
Yeah.
a whole like sequel game for Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. True. Yeah.
And I think Dexter's Laboratory was created by it was created by Kendi Tartakovsky and I think Craig McCracken also had a hand in it as well.
Possibly.
Interesting. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, I've
Okay.
seen the Dexter's Lab movie. This could also be like a time traveling thing where like their future selves fight as well.
Ooh.
I will also say this.
Oh yeah.
If Jimmy were to win the episode, I need Dexter's loss to be the fault of DD.
yes,
of
sir.
course.
Yeah.
I've seen people say
Like,
that
right,
that
that's
Jimmy probably
essentially-
wins.
That's essentially Dexter's Wile E. Coyote rule.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just like
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right as like Jimmy's about to like land the final blow, it like he realizes like what went wrong. He's like DD.
It's essentially the precursor to Johnny Test when you think about it.
Kinda, yeah. If you think about it.
Why are you going? I love Johnny Test.
With a much fewer whip cracks.
I love the
Except-
subreddit.
Except the only difference is that the parents do know about the secret lab.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Uh,
but they're
is
cool
true.
with it.
yeah. So yeah, honestly, this one of those things were very, very cool. It was unfortunate that it didn't make it far on the Tournament of Champions. Lost to Kratos versus Asura. Like, why did they put it on there again?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
blame
that
them.
was a little weird. Well,
Especially
granted,
since they just
I think it
eventually did it anyway.
yeah.
For
Though granted, I
real.
think it did better than like Naruto versus Luffy, which was very surprising.
Yeah.
I- yeah.
That's not surprising.
He'll get us moments of shine again.
Isn't that
Hmm.
great in my opinion?
What was?
Like they're like shonen pro tags, ninja versus pirate. I understand.
I mean,
Huh.
sure, but it's also like it's one of those like legacy matchups where it's like one of the two of the big three.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the other one was
They might have
Peter
just been
Peter
running out
versus
of
Homer. I
ideas.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one
Another-
I'm confident they'll do
Another
alone.
cartoon episode. But yeah, please do Jimmy versus Dexter, and if you guys are able to do the animation style as well, that would be so peak.
Yep. One more
Yeah.
thing I
Yes.
want to talk about with this one, the TGM score for this still slaps.
Ooh! Shout out to the goat.
yeah.
All right, now then, let's move on to
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
it's time.
Steve.
All right,
Steve.
disclaim.
Steve, it's our time to shine, baby.
Let's
We got a
fucking
bit-
go.
Time for a
Let's do this.
time for a disclaimer. There will be a lot of glazing, so get your shields up
Mainly
from the
Steve and I.
from the splash zone. We got
For those who know me, Cowboy
Don't say
Bebop
splash
is my
zone.
favorite work of fiction.
this.
Literally just work of fiction ever.
So this is from Kinjo Rex 101, who originally
God bless him.
requested Momo and Okarun versus Cloak and Dagger, but I was like, we already did that one. And then they're like, okay, can you guys do Father versus Bellows? And I was like, we're going to do that one soon. And they're like, okay, to do Spike versus Revy. And it's like, oh, you just made an excellent decision there. You don't even realize.
You made a wise decision.
It's such a good matchup. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally the embodiment of Spike going, I love a woman who can kick,
Kick
my
my
ass.
ass.
The matchup.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah,
yeah,
honest-
funny.
funnily
In fact,
enough,
here's
yeah.
something funny. Here's something funny. Like, I know I joked about how, like, Steve and I are going to be taking over the call, but, like, funnily enough, this is my third most wanted matchup, and it's also Steve's third most wanted matchup.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so
We both
crazy.
love this matchup the same amount. It's crazy.
I have been watching a bunch of Black Lagoon recently, and I definitely see the hype surrounding it. The last episode I saw was them breaking Rock out of the, the camp where he was being tortured for
I love that.
documents.
I love that
Oh,
scene.
And I think my favorites are my favorite has been like the Roberta, like those 3 episodes, like because that was like such a cool story. Roberta versus Yor is the true matchup we need.
Oh, you don't know how good that matchup is yet. Just wait. But back to this.
Spike
one.
versus Revy, though,
Spike versus
one
Revy.
of these days I'll finish Cowboy Bebop, but I know
almost-
DJ Tiki really wants to do this one.
It's his most wanted.
Yeah, it's his most wanted.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
And
And I-
everyone in the team wants to do this. This is going to happen at some point. Just no one knows when.
I almost finished
Watch it be
Cowboy
next
Bebop
year.
before we started this whole thing, but I was so close. But I do really like Spike. Spike is pretty much if you combine Star-Lord with John Wick. That's how I best describe him.
I mean, I think he's still considered Steve Bloom's most iconic role for a good
I
reason.
say he's more Han Solo in
He's
John
like-
Wick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah,
true.
he's like
I mean-
naturally cool.
That's
But-
definitely one of his best, but I don't think there's any more iconic than Wolverine.
Yeah, no, his Wolverine is easily the most,
Well,
his most
it's
iconic role.
well, one of those
Yeah,
things where it's like
yeah.
a bunch of people have played Wolverine, but only one person can play Spike.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I guess.
No, like Gianni's Spike is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they would definitely get Gianni for
Oh, yeah, no,
this.
Gian.
Really?
And you know Gianni would say the line, I love a woman who would just fucking kill me.
Yes, sir.
Well, actually, funnily enough,
sir.
I was actually thinking about like if Death Battle ever for when they ever do this matchup. I was thinking also Cameron Nakad. I feel like he could do a good Spike as well.
Yeah?
I could just
Funnily
imagine-
enough,
Maybe.
I'm
I
being
can
dead
just
serious.
imagine, like Spike being kicked in the face just by Revy spitting out some blood. It's just like my type of woman.
Is this episode gonna be hornier than Dante versus Bayonetta?
Oh, yes.
100%,
Of
100%.
course. Okay, look at these two.
Jesus.
Yep.
Funnily enough, since we're talking about voice actors, there's a decent chance if they use a pseudonym, they could get Revy's official voice actor.
Oh yeah, Mary Hendricks.
Mary Hendricks, because she has openly admitted that she loves Revy, and when asked if they keep adapting more of the manga, if she would come back, she goes, 100% I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's
I would
also
play this character, but Revy, oh god, she is such a great character. It's
And-
like,
Hell yeah.
Marique Hendricks, I should say.
Yeah,
The Y has one of those
Marique Hendricks.
like 2 dots over it. I don't know what you would call that.
Oh yeah.
She also known for being one of the Dazzlings in My Little Pony.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, in case
like when it,
if you watch this and Death Note back to back, you'll notice. Oh my God, it's all the same voice actors.
it's a Canadian dub. It's a Canadian dub.
Yes.
But Revy is such a fucking great and fantastic character. Like when you first meet her, you're just like, oh, this is just hot, crazy bitch.
Yeah.
And then the more like you see how she interacts specifically with Rock, and you're like, fuck, there is so much to explore with just her ideals, what she wants, her secretly wanting to be saved. Like there's so much you could explore with Revy.
The second barrage especially explores so
Oh.
much of her character in the best ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It,
Like
you
that's
feel
where Revy
constantly
became
peeling
one of
back
my all-time
layers.
favorite anime women.
Yeah.
Layers upon layers with this character.
Hell yeah.
Like I still
And of
think
course-
one of the most iconic scenes is her and Rock having that argument. I think like episode 7.
Oh,
Just-
is it the one where like they're outside at like a cafe or something like that? And,
yeah,
like,
no,
she, like,
it's that
yeah.
one. It's
yeah,
that one.
I've
That's
seen that one.
It's
Yeah.
such a good scene.
Oh, and for those who don't know, Rock is voiced by Light Yagami.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He's actually sounds like he gets to sound like a chill dude this time.
Yep.
Instead of,
Yeah,
instead of a
not-
psychopath.
You're the fucking maniac.
Oh, you'll like this. Marique also voices Susan Test.
Oh! I do like
from
that.
Johnny Test.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
Oh my God,
Oh,
bro.
Susan
Wow.
Test.
You- you-
Susan
actors.
Test.
You can hear it though, right?
Yes, no, I can hear it.
Kind of.
She's
It's like
the very like iconic raspy voice.
Well, the
Yeah.
question that I have is that cause I've yet to see Black Lagoon. I really want to get around to watching it, But I also like, does Revy have her own ship? Because I need to see like a ship battle between whatever she got and the oh my god, what is his name? The
Behemoth.
The swordfish.
I'm just going to say to you right now, there's no ship. There's no spaceship.
Oh, she doesn't have a ship?
Yeah.
Well, no,
The most you could do,
there's the
I mean, like,
lagoon.
the most you could do is, like, if you really want a spaceship battle, then you could have, like, both the Bebop crew and Revy's gang, and, like, have it be, like, the ship versus the boat, and then you have Spike and Revy just, and then, like, you have raiding one of their vehicles.
Well, yeah, because
man.
they're both pirates, but Black Lagoon is like a normal
Yeah,
pirate
it's like
thing.
it's more grounded.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Cowboy
want to see
Bebop
that.
is more sci-fi.
We
I
we say
more
grounded.
There that exists. And that...
I think about that one fight they have with the helicopter.
That's like the first
yeah.
episode.
I only say that is because like I want to see the swordfish, bro. The swordfish is such a cool ship. Like with it, I love the swordfish.
I could definitely see them doing a similar thing as Dante versus Clive, where Revy's reacting to the insane future stuff that's coming out. So he's like, Jesus, where can I get one of those?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she loves her guns, and the guns Spike would pull out would just turn her on.
It's like, oh man, I'm jealous. I want that.
She got fucking turned on from the dude cutting the bullet. She would get turned on by Spike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like hand to hand obviously is going to be a big part of this. It would probably start out with a shootout, of course, like a lot of duck and cover happening, and then by the time they run out, it just like becomes like, all right, Queensberry rules, and then they just like start beating each other up senseless, and it would probably be quite glorious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
This is one of those matchups where I feel like really comes down to experience and like pure skill as to who would be the winner.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Who is-
Absolutely. And, like, it can go either way. I
I'll
don't,
say, who
I
is
don't
the
know if like
considered
Black
winner?
Lagoon's been fully researched yet.
Because these are two like very, with how grounded they are, you can't really do like, oh, this guy's like has the durability of like a bunch of nukes, and oh, they have these like insane hacks. Like, no, it's just like very, very normal people for the most part when it comes to, you know, anime standards. With,
Well, I know for a fact that Spike gets to at least town level.
Yeah, Spike's been thrown around a bit by quite a few explosions in his time. So
And there's also the fight against like Piero.
I know Revy survived.
yes, that one.
Revy survived a
big
shell from
moment.
a shell from an RPG.
Yeah, and Revy should be comparable to at least Roberta, and you're not there yet, but let's just say the anime nerfed Roberta. She's more crazy in the manga.
Let's just say, what if the Terminator was also a housemaid?
Yep.
That's
pretty much.
basically what it is. But
yeah.
like, winner doesn't matter. It's just the banter, the fight potential, the fact that honestly, almost any animation style would probably work for this match.
Yeah. Give us like excellent vibes. You gotta make sure to get the music right with how iconic the soundtracks are.
Absolutely.
The soundtrack.
The soundtrack,
would be-
yeah.
Bebop
that would-
rock, baby.
I would say Bebop has a
rock.
very, very distinct musical style, so I would hope they capture that.
Beowulf's gotta cook with this one because he is not
Bebop
afraid
rock.
because he is much more open to like tapping into other music genres than Brandon is.
Oh yeah, get something very jazzy going on, and like get into the atmospheric parts of Black Lagoon as well. Yeah, I would love this to be
There's going to be like one reference to Tank in Red Faction.
It would probably
Absolutely.
It would either be like one of them is stealing from the other, or they're both like trying to steal the same thing, and they're fighting over a MacGuffin of some kind.
Well, I was even also just
Maybe.
thinking like there's like just like a bounty out for Revy because like you know
That
that's
could work.
how
Yeah,
like
that could work
that's
too.
how Spike is usually called into action in the show.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Either
definitely.
that or he's
He's
like
hey,
pissed off.
I'm looking for a two hands. Where is he? And Revy raises her head and goes, "Oh shit, you're a woman."
Hell
I'm
yeah!
looking
Yes,
too.
sir.
Oh,
This is my lucky
oh
day.
no! Oh wait, would the fight take place in the bar? Then the bar gets blown up again.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah, it
get
needs
that.
to be in a bar.
Can that and the bartender needs to be voiced by Joshua Kazemi.
Of course, of course.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
sir.
He's like, damn it, Revy, you better be paying for this. he always gets covered by
If Spike wins, the bartender comes up, goes, "You got, give me some cut for the fucking pay."
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like whatever bounty that he would have gotten from Revy just ends up paying it off with the bartender.
It's like, damn it. well, what the things we do to pay rent around here, am I right? And
Yeah.
I get,
that's hilarious.
I could see this easily being one of the closest episodes that they've done.
Absolutely.
Like human peak level of close.
Mm-hmm. Just very cool stuff.
It's gonna happen. It'll probably happen next year, if we're being honest, because the team clearly wants to do it.
Yeah, I mean, these are two
Yeah,
very
yeah.
timeless stories. I know that Black Lagoon recently started back up again in the manga, but I do feel like realistically you could tackle these characters at any point.
Exactly, because Cowboy Bebop's one of those shows where it's like it will always be culturally relevant,
Mm-hmm.
no matter
Yep.
what.
Yeah.
And
It was in
while Black
Fortnite. It was
Lagoon-
added to Fortnite.
Yeah, it
and
was.
while
Yeah.
Black
I mean, shit.
Lagoon-
The opening scene in the movie was a great inspiration for the very first scene of Ruby. That's how.
Oh.
There you go. That's with
Oh,
the
yeah.
cultural
Yeah,
significance.
that's true.
Yeah.
No,
And
I
while
didn't even know that.
Black Lagoon never gets to like that level, it's still like you've heard of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You've
So
heard of
true,
Black
so
Lagoon.
true.
Plus, C-Day the Champ making those two videos helped a
Oh,
lot
those were so good.
about just the absolute
We've heard of
menaces
it,
that are in
right?
Moranopor.
Does he do the Black Air Force energy videos?
It was well, Roberta was already just on the table. She was one of like the first members.
Oh, of
And
course.
he just covered her story, and of course she's a menace. And then he
I can't
went
wait to get to
over,
the OVA.
Roberta,
Yeah.
Roberta for the OVAs, which is like, I fucking love Black Lagoon. That's why
Yeah.
I have no words.
Oh yeah,
Honestly.
Black Lagoon does sound like it's fun. Again, I really do want to get around to it at some point.
It's
Me
fun,
too.
but like just be careful. There are some certain words they use because they were popular words that were
It
used
was
in the
a different
2000s.
time.
Yeah, it was like 2006, 2007.
To me, it's
Yeah,
one of
I
those.
mean, Grant-
To me,
Yeah.
when it comes to language like that, I think it makes sense for these types of shows, like to show that the kind of people we're following aren't like the most morally upright. So it fits the tone.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Just
And
know
if
what you're
anything-
going into.
And if anything, there's a matchup that we're gonna get to really soon. That
Oh
also
God, yeah, you're
is
right.
From a certain era, and I
It's
can
way,
definitely
way
say
worse.
way worse.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
But
so I don't think Black Lagoon.
Oh
will be as
yeah,
bad.
oh yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
But
Yeah,
no,
we'll get-
I think my favorite dialogue exchange still. I sent a clip of this. Freaking. Dutch is talking about their next job, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna be collecting this art piece from a submarine for a client who likes collecting Nazi art as a hobby." And then Revy's like, "That's a pretty fucked up hobby."
yeah, indeed.
and Dutch was like, "Damn straight."
Yeah.
I love that cruise chemistry so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Cruise
die,
break.
Betty? No, not really.
Oh gosh.
Let's go.
Uh,
Love it.
Yeah, so yeah, it's very also Brian Drummond voices Benny, so it's like, oh man, Ryuk and Light on the same team again.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that
True.
It's totally different.
It's so weird. It's so weird, but I love it. I wish that dubbing studio would do more productions. I know they probably make more off of Western animation, but like the dubs they've done are like so ridiculously high quality, especially for that era. It's like we honestly don't deserve them how good they are. And of course,
So
Cowboy Bebop goes without saying. It's one of the most iconic dubs out there.
Absolutely, bro. Steve Bloom. That alone makes it.
In short, those who don't like this matchup, too bad. The boogeyman's coming to get ya, cause no one lives forever, baby.
And on that note, let's move on to the next matchup. Oh, I forgot I had two.
Fuck you, Honimus. Fuck you.
I forgot that there were that you guys.
talking about this one a second time.
I forgot that you guys both made thumbnails, and I couldn't decide which one to feature. So there's both of them for you guys. You guys both did a good job. Plankton versus Mojo Jojo.
We're running back.
Where's Revy 2?
No, now admittedly, this one's a little awkward because one of us, not naming names, did make
I'm
a
going to bite my tongue as much as I can.
pitch video of one of these guys in a different matchup with Ben and Chad. But yes,
Look,
we will be
I
talking.
love Plankton. He's genuinely my favorite cartoon villain of all time.
Oh, of course.
But I have
Yes.
heard.
Let's just yeah,
Would
we'll
love
we'll leave it
Plankton.
at that. This is
Yeah.
from
I'll just kind of keep my mouth shut.
Secret formula. I want that secret. And furthermore,
and furthermore, I
never take the secret
Yep.
formula. Not when I shift it into maximum,
Maximum
overdrive.
overdrive.
Yeah.
you might think you have the ability to go into maximum overdrive, but no, I have the ability to go even further into overdrive, which will be much faster than your overdrive.
You know what? This would just
What?
be
It's just an ordinary crappy. Oh my goodness!
Okay, Flip, go ahead.
Alright, my dream for this one: get Brock Baker to voice both.
Yes,
Yes,
Brock.
yes.
I 100% agree. 100% agree.
We've only ever had one other episode where a voice actor voiced both of the main
Double
combatants.
para strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I would Raven versus Twilight. I would love them to try that again for this, because Brock Baker is such a talented voice actor.
He really is.
He's got a
I'm surprised
crazy
Jeff Battle
range,
hasn't
yeah.
Gotten him on a show, on an episode before.
We need to get the Yo Mama guy on an episode of Death Battle at some point.
We'll get him for when we do
What?
Homer versus Peter.
You know what? What Patrick Warburton characters could be on Death Battle?
Kronk.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No buzz.
That's That's right.
He voiced him in the cartoon.
Yeah, that's right. With I think about the one time he was on Smosh Try Not to Laugh and he had the pickle costume on doing a plankton voice.
Well, I was thinking of
He was
when
just
Brock
wearing a
Baker was
green
on.
shirt and Damien was wearing a pickle costume.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're doing competing plankton voices. Ravioli, formioli.
Ravioli.
Give me the formula.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, I'm
sussy buck of crabs.
essentially.
There was a time where there was this one friend from my undergrad where we just kept doing plankton impressions with one another, and it came from me trying to do an impression of like the singer from the Grinch song.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
Yeah, I tried doing that,
Tony.
and then like a friend of mine just
Fucking
came up to me and said, "You know, that voice you're doing sounds a lot like Plankton." I was like, "Oh, really?"
Like a Tony the Tiger.
No.
Is this how you get your sick kicks? What? It's
You're
just
a mean
an ordinary
one,
crappy.
Mr. Krabs.
Oh my goodness!
Squidward. I like that meme template implies that Squidward is responsible for all of the worst things.
Yeah.
Of course. Have you met Squidward?
Now knowing how this matchup, like what makes this one tick, sort of, this would probably be a bit of a Bowser versus Eggman situation where they rely a lot on like their mechs and like insane armies like to do the fighting for them. Yeah, because like obviously if it was like just 1v1 the two of them, there's not much Plankton is gonna be able to do other than just get stepped on Mojo Jojo a lot.
There is.
I mean, it wouldn't be fun, but there's a lot more. But yeah.
You will be stumped by the foot of Mojo Jojo.
which I would.
Lena, you know
I
how
stepped in
Plankton
loser.
has,
Ha, ha,
like,
ha.
those- You know how Plankton has like those bucket helmets that can like control minds? Just imagine
from the
Mojo
movie.
Jojo like calling that an imitation virtual.
Why isn't this fitting?
You put buckets on your soldiers thinking that you could imitate Mojo Jojo, but there's only one Mojo Jojo who wears this helmet. Who wears this helmet?
I
And
like
your
to-
helmet is a fake version of my helmet, which is a better helmet than your helmet, and furthermore.
I like to picture him trying to put the bucket helmet onto him, but it just doesn't fit over his.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
And they do the quote from the movie
That
where he's
usually
like,
works.
"Mojo, no, Mojo, yes."
Mojo, yes.
Yeah, no.
You could also get Karen in the fight somewhere.
Yeah.
Just like giving like a fun dialogue banter as it's happening, similar to Cortana,
I've
but a lot more sassy.
No, you see, you guys mentioned Karen, and unfortunately, I've been very glorbed-pilled as of recently, so
Oh, boy.
Oh my god!
I was just thinking of mentions where Karen was like,
Go!
go
Go!
crazy with the rap.
Go! Go!
I know.
Go!
I know
Up,
it.
dead and done.
Yeah, because with the movie, which is still, in my opinion, the best movie based on a cartoon series that's like running at the
Agreed.
time of it releasing, like that showed
definitely.
how Plankton could be a legitimate threat when he's able to lock in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
I
a
haven't seen the Plankton movie, yeah.
scallop?
That's a big part
Scallop.
that I would like to see them explore that a lot with this matchup, how threatening these two can be when they're not also being hilarious. And also, I would really love for the Plankton movie to play a big part in the analysis because of how many of you guys have seen the Plankton movie?
I have
I
not.
haven't.
I was so traumatized by the Sandy Cheeks movie that I just didn't even want to watch the Plankton movie.
Let me tell you
I don't
this.
blame you.
When you watch it, you can tell it is a passion project of Mr. Lawrence because he directed the movie and he even cameoed in it like in a live action segment, which was hilarious. And you could tell that he wanted to really like delve into the mind of Plankton so that you could see like what makes him tick. We learned so much about his backstory. There are a couple retcons in it, but they're retcons that make sense like for the story that they're telling, and it does like such a fun job like building on like Karen and Plankton's relationship and like why they got together to begin with and like strengthening their bond. And I would by the end of it you're like man, like I kind of really love, like I don't just like love to hate Plankton as a villain. I genuinely love this guy. Like he is so.
I did before this movie.
Something love him from the sense of like I actually like understand where he's coming from. Like he's not just a like one-dimensional villain anymore, which I think was sort of
That would definitely be a good like way to cap off his story.
And like
it was sort of
talking about his relationship with crabs.
The Achilles heel of what didn't make the Sandy movie work because they didn't really know what angle to take it. They didn't know what angle to take the story from. But with Plankton,
they didn't focus on the better character.
Yeah, well, with Plankton, because he is so one note, that actually ironically gave them way more avenues to explore because that gave them plenty of room to grow his character. And that is why and also it just like it doesn't look like it was animated by the Food Fight team, so that's also why I love it. It's actually a musical, and the musical sequences like they do different animation styles for them, and it looks awesome.
Yep. Okay.
And so
I definitely got to add this to my watch list then.
If you have Netflix, I recommend it.
Same.
Oh yeah, no, everyone has Netflix.
Also, wait, Carrick. Animated by the Food Fight team? What's that supposed to mean?
Because the Sandy Cheeks movie looks like ass. That's what I'm saying.
I've seen clips of it. It does
yeah,
not
it
look pretty.
looks. It's not that
pretty.
good.
I mean, I think the animation of the Sandy movie is still like fun in some areas, but also like really cheap in some areas. Like in the final fight with the villain, that's just sloppy.
Oh yeah, with Wanda Sykes, and they have her head photoshopped.
Oh god,
and they have it on like some
movie.
random
I saw
child
that. That
too, and it
looks
looks
so
so
bad.
uncanny. Like
I respect it from the fact that at least that child is able to keep anonymity and isn't forced to be associated with this film for the rest of her life.
Fair.
That's so
true. For the rest of her life.
That is a good like child actor practices. I remember Steve. I even showed some of the clips to you in a call, and you're like, "Carrick, shut it off now! Shut it off now!"
Carrick, that was like one of the few
Cut the mic and run.
times.
Cut the mic and run.
Carrick, that was one of the few times in our very long friendship I legitimately wanted to kill you.
Well, I needed to
Oh my God.
because like I showed you some of the fetish scenes as well, where like SpongeBob.
No, stop talking
I
about
think
it.
I know what you mean
Stop
by
talking
fetish
about it.
scene. Are you talking about the part where SpongeBob takes a big ol' sniff of manure?
And he's also tickling a bunch of people's feet in a swimming pool.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
Talk about
But
something
Carrick,
else.
but Carrick, all his streaming videos on demand. He can't demand them anymore.
No. Yes, they also make that joke in the movie, and it's just as hokey as it sounds.
Yeah,
one of the-
it's really hokey.
And one of the dubs changed it to be more in character. Like I forget which dub it was, but they changed it to where he's saying, "I can't make Krabby Patties for people anymore."
Yeah, but yeah, Plankton versus Mojo Jojo. What are some it's just a bunch of like awesome comedic potential that you could tell with
There's a
it.
lot of banter you
So
can have
There's
with
the
this
banter,
fight.
there's the slapstick comedy, there's the giant array of weapons and mechs and machinery. Similar appeal to mine, but let's not get on that.
I have to imagine like the setup of the fight. Like I think you guys were pretty much like saying it before, but like it'd be like Plankton finally steals the Krabby Patty formula, and then all of a sudden Mojo Jojo shows up and he's like, "I'm going to conquer Bikini Bottom."
I have conquered land, and now I must conquer the sea.
Yeah.
I can
So
imagine
true,
him
I
just
love that.
breaking into the chum bucket and completely accidentally stepping on Plankton as he strides in.
Yeah.
I
that-
am to take over. Where is
Oh.
everyone?
Oh yeah, would you guys prefer to take place in the sea, or would you rather Plankton be the invader, like coming onto land, because he has mechs that allows him to
You know what?
do that?
Honestly,
I think
Why not both?
diversity.
Yeah,
That could be
both.
both, yeah.
Like now that you brought up Mojo Jojo conquering the sea, I think like yeah, you could like have it take place in both, and then eventually it
Screw
takes place
Townsville, I'm
to
taking
like the
over the
Powerpuff Girls city, and then Plankton's just rampaging it. If you want to conquer the sea, I will conquer the world because I went to college.
Yeah,
And then
can we
Mojo
make a
Jojo
King?
and Jojo are all like,
to
"You went to
college."
college, but I studied
I would
at
also-
the
I would also-
university,
Can we
and
make a
my
King
university
Kong
is more
reference?
educated than your university.
Where
I will-
one
I
of them's
also
climbing
say
a
it
tower.
It would be absolutely hilarious if like there's like that scene where like Plankton's mech goes down and then like Mojo Jojo like he like cockingly like gets over, like he flies over in his saucer and he's like, "Ah, you failed to Mojo Jojo," and then like fucking Plankton turns into Plankton.
Yeah,
Oh,
Plankton.
that would be so. That would be hype.
And he just like towers over Mojo Jojo. Is like, uh-oh.
That reminds me.
I don't know if they would be
SpongeBob
able
still
to.
Have,
Oh yeah, go
does
ahead.
SpongeBob still have that page that he has from like Sponge Out of Water when they turn the superheroes?
Not
Does
sure.
he
Not
still
sure.
have that?
Not sure.
Um,
Probably not.
I
But,
don't. I
like,
don't think so. I think you would probably consider that non-standard because like he used the page to like make everything back to normal. But he's like, "Don't worry, Squidward, I left you a little surprise." And it's like he got to keep abs. It's like, "Aw, thanks, SpongeBob."
SpongeBob, thanks for making me so fucking jacked.
Thank you for making me thanks for making me low key ripped, SpongeBob.
Wasn't that the movie that
I'm
had the epic rap
low-key
battles of
jacked.
Mystery Time?
Yes, it did. It
Yeah.
had Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd.
Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd, yeah.
It said
You get excited by a pile of trash on a plate.
and then SpongeBob
Oh,
versus the
yeah.
Captain Underpants referenced it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
How could you not? It's such a good verse.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, I think Plankton probably wins. I would be very surprised if he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally survived an atom bomb blowing up in his face.
Yeah.
Adam by Adam!
That's right.
That's-
my molecule.
That's one of my favorite just blatant versus feats I've ever seen in a cartoon.
Yeah, it's
How many
actually really
people
funny
could-
too.
I think
Look,
it's
someone needs to
funnier
keep a head count.
It's
Sorry, you go
funnier
first.
because like yeah, he set up an atomic nuke, and yet I think the Krusty Krab survived. The building itself survived in that scene. Did it?
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
probably
blew
did.
up.
It's been through like 1,000 explosions.
It blew up the safe that was keeping the secret formula in it because he
Yeah,
was.
if it, it's funny to think about it like as a durability feat for the Krusty Krab.
Because
Yeah.
you can't deny it is literally an atom bomb. That's how atomic explosions work. So you can't deny
Yeah.
that it is an atom explosion.
How high
There
do
needs-
atomic bombs usually get though?
Like around like the 10s to 20 megatons. It's I don't know if we would say it's like the best of the best nukes, which would be like 50 megatons, but like it's
But I'm
up there.
pretty
in
sure
the
Plankton
megatons.
would get way higher than that.
Well, yeah,
Because,
but
like,
Yeah,
SpongeBob
he's
would be
yeah, it
at
would.
least
Yeah.
planet level.
Plankton
Also-
at least
Literally
Plankton
just
probably
imagine
scales to
him,
SpongeBob.
like,
There needs to be the head
literally
count
imagine
of
him,
how
like,
many.
taking an
Sorry.
atom from like Mojo's hair or something and then just snapping it. In
No,
his
but
face.
and here's what you would say: would Mojo Jojo survive an atom explosion in the same regard?
That is a very good question.
Maybe.
Because I don't think he has the same level.
Say,
Also gets
because,
really
like,
high, so I.
Yeah.
Wait. Actually, I think
He
I've heard that
takes the
Mojo
pummeling
Jojo
from
wins because
three
like
essentially
Gumball.
Supermen.
That is true.
Yeah, I, heard,
I just
like,
don't know.
was
If,
actually talking. I actually remember talking to Gumball Viking about this like a while back, where like he said that Mojo Jojo like just can potentially scale to just all of Cartoon Network itself.
oh man.
Oh, yeah, I
What?
remember that.
What?
The Cartoon
It's
Network.
when?
I don't know. I'd have to ask him about that at
I
some point,
remember-
but
Well, I
that
feel
is
like
something
I
I
feel
remember
like
him telling me.
We did
I
talk
feel
about
like
all the
that's-
crossover stuff with Jimmy versus Dexter earlier, so.
Mhm.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
if
this
we're
is
gonna
a,
go across-
this
if
is
we're
another
gonna go
Cartoon Network
crossover
versus
stuff-
Nickelodeon matchup. I just realized.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
If we go with that, then
One
also
day.
Mojo Jojo does appear in multiverses, and he can kill people with his saucer. So, and that
Yeah.
includes the Looney Tunes characters.
Oh
And
gosh.
Superman.
If we're doing
Well, I
that,
don't know
then
if it's Prime Superman, but like, yeah.
if we're doing
so.
that, then we're giving Plankton Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl scaling.
Hmm.
Fuck it.
I just
Yeah.
I would love honestly either way, Plankton, I agree with you, Flip, that he is one of my favorite just cartoon characters in general. And if he got an episode, I would be so happy. I would love to see more SpongeBob characters get on the show.
Same.
Plankton is my personal favorite character from the show.
Plankton that isn't this. The problem is like it's one of those battles that relies less on like scaling and feats and more just like it would be perfect if these two met.
Oh
but
yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Another time.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs versus
matchups that I have to bring up now.
Yeah, like Mr. Krabs versus Scrooge McDuck, Patrick versus Goofy. I think Sandy versus Applejack would be funny.
There's also Patrick
my
versus
God,
Ed.
Sandy.
Yeah, Patrick versus Ed is a choice too. And
also,
if they did Squidward versus Bakugo after all.
No, please no.
No.
That was a joke for a time, and it's kind of
Yeah,
of course.
it was good. Yeah,
We'll do Squidward versus Alan from Smiling Freds.
That could be fun, actually.
That would be fun, yeah.
I might actually make a thumbnail for that later.
Ew.
Yeah.
If you don't stop
What
playing
the
that
fuck?
clarinet outside of our business, I'm going to spray you with dirty water.
Dirty brown water.
Okay.
Also,
Anything else we want to say about this matchup, guys?
On an unrelated note, we need a head count of how many times Bikini Bottom has been blown up. Because, like, I keep looking back at SpongeBob.
Just count how many times they use that same stock water explosion effect.
It's one of my favorites. It has. I hope it shows up in every SpongeBob episode. It needs to be like the Cabbage Man tradition.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
All right.
Maybe, yeah.
All right. So, thank you very much for sending that one in, Chrono Rex. And now we are going to move on to a very, very different one.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh,
When it comes to
that hit me like whiplash. Jesus.
This is from the
inspired RPG matchup.
This is from the Ashen Devil. They say that is one of the most unique and interesting matchups we've ever seen. I think this episode has so much potential for a great story, stellar animation, and unique analysis.
Alright.
I've seen the pitch for this one, and I think it's pretty good.
So
I'm gonna leave this one to you guys. I know nothing about this.
All I know about it is that the creator of the Rooms game gave his approval of this matchup.
One, it's not a game; it's a web series.
Web series, yeah. Okay.
Two,
creator of the web series gave his approval.
It's like analog horror, from what I call it.
Yeah, it's analog horror. Two, Pin, the guy who pitched this matchup, did ask the creator. I forget the actual name of the show, but the creator of Room.
Waybear. I'm pretty sure it's what.
Yeah.
Or is that
like
the channel?
All I know is that
maybe
this is one of those things where if you just watch the videos on the YouTube channel, you're not gonna get the full picture. There's a lot of exploring to do.
There is a lot going on with this matchup, and I happen to know a bit because we did a fan battle cast on it. By the way, shameless plug. Subscribe to that channel so that I can get paid.
Subscribe to that channel and watch the debate between Mojo and Spectre that I took part in.
Yeah. But anyway, so this is these are mainly two characters that exist in the minds of like two kids. I can't remember exactly for Room, but for Omori, he exists in the mind of Sunny. And so,
yeah,
if I remember correctly from what I heard, the fight would take place in Sunny's mind.
Yes,
and
it would.
It would be the Room dealing with, what's that area called again? Headspace?
It's something like that, but it's basically like, yeah, it'd be dealing with Sunny's headspace, which is controlled by Omori. I'm not super familiar on the matchup, but it's something along those lines.
I'm sorry, which character is Sunny?
Sunny is the real person that Omori, the Omori is like a manifestation of like Sunny's like depression and anxieties.
Got it. Very fun time. Gotcha.
So, alright, so Sunny's the real life kid, and Omori's like kind of protecting. I forget where. Omori's basically the antagonist, I think.
Yeah, because from what I recall about Hearing of Omori, this may or may not be spoilers. The whole reason why Omori is created is because Sunny did something in real life that was just so like fucking like terrible, like so awful, something that like Sunny did not want to remember. So he created Omori in his headspace to basically act as a mean to like protect him from ever remembering that ever again. And I think by the end of the game, it's like Sunny has to come to terms with that. That like what happened.
Classic memory suppression twist. I see.
And there are two possible endings. I don't know how you get I don't know what you have to do, but there are two endings where either Sunny accepts it or he doesn't.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Oh, by the way, the
and
Room's web series is called Boysvert.
Boys first.
Is
I'm
one of them
pretty sure it's like
is one of the
French, so-
endings considered more canon than the other?
I don't know if there is a canon ending, to be honest.
I see.
Really?
Well, I
It's
know
one of those
there
games.
was like rumblings that there would be a manga adaptation of Omori, but I don't know if that ever actually went through.
Amoria only has one game, is that correct?
Yeah, Omori only has one game.
The one
Okay.
game,
Well,
yeah.
The Room isn't. Well, Boysvert is analog horror, but I think The Room is more protective of the headspace he's in. I'm saying this wrong. I'm not that knowledgeable on it. I just know the pitch, and
Yeah.
I know the
Yeah, me
dude. But
too.
I think The Room is not antagonistical. He's actually like trying to protect.
I see.
I remember watching the Death Battle cast on this matchup, and from how they describe the Room, he acts somewhat as kind of like not a guardian per se, but he acts as sort of like someone who travels between headspaces and basically like protects people's heads, or helps people find find their way, I guess, for lack of a better term. It's very like weird, trippy shit that like it's just emblematic of this matchup as a whole, but like
Yeah.
it would not be like this eldritch horror shows up and like basically like fights the manifestation of like this person's depression and anxiety. Like, no, it wouldn't be like some fucked up shit like that.
You know, for
Yeah.
for a guy you say is like relatively friendly and like non-antagonistic, I'm looking at this like imagery. It's the one where he's just like a shadow and he's got the two big white eyes and he's standing in the middle of the room. It's fucking creepy as hell.
Oh yeah,
It's
Oh, yeah.
terrifying, yeah.
Yeah, no, it is
a
great.
Very.
real little eldritch horror. Don't worry about it.
Jeebus.
Yeah. It's only eldritch horror in design.
Our first analog horror battle on Death Battle.
This definitely has the potential to be very, I guess, esoteric would be the correct word to use, because of just the imagery of Boysvert is fucking insane. Not to mention, it would essentially be Omori throwing all of headspace at the room.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because how
Wow.
Amori's headspace works is that he's pretty much omniscient in his headspace because it is his. So yeah, he can basically control it like however he wants, and the Room has the like ways, I guess, like of counteracting it. I'm not necessarily sure who wins the matchup. But at the very least, I hope that like if they ever did this as an episode, they don't lean into the idea that like the Room kills Omori, because like that's
Yeah, I have a
kind of
feeling.
crosses a line about this matchup that like I'm a little already skeptical on, but yeah,
I feel like they would want to make sure to do this like tastefully.
very tactfully, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely,
tactful.
definitely.
That is kind of the biggest thing, because a story of Omori is about a kid dealing with depression and potentially suicidal thoughts. I'm just going to keep it real. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
but I forget if I feel like if I remember correctly, there is a way to beat Omori and Sunny lives. If I remember correctly.
Yes, I do remember there is something there. They brought it up in cast. There's a way for
You have to collect 100 eggs across all the land.
So
I'm sorry.
like I would see it. As for who wins, I believe. So, this is one of the few things I remember from the fan battle cast. The Room has this thing where he can, whenever he gets destroyed, he can just go back to a save point and just respawn
Okay.
and continue the fight. This is something that happens in Boysvert. I'm probably butchering it. Ash and Devil, I am so sorry. I am trying my best. But I think it's more of the Room could eventually beat Omori, but Omori can't interact with Room's response.
Okay, so it's basically a battle of attrition.
I think
Yeah.
it is a battle of attrition. And
Sounds like it.
I mean, the imagery would be insane, the story would be insane, but this is definitely one of those where it's like, you have to do this perfectly.
Very.
Right,
You
yeah.
cannot mess up one thing about it. or
Yeah,
else it
like
would be-
considering
So
that.
It would be very easy to fumble.
This is very easy to fumble and just be unintentionally, because I don't think they would intentionally, but unintentionally be extremely disrespectful.
I'm just imagining this in like season 4 or 7.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. It's again like
Oh my gosh.
again my biggest skepticism of this matchup is just the fact that like these are two characters that are like tackle very heavy topics. So like. Just like already like the notion of analyzing them under like a versus context already like kind of rubs me the wrong way. So like if you're gonna do it, you have to do it in the most tasteful and tactful way possible. It cannot like you cannot.
You better do it
add
right.
a trigger warning. Like this might actually be the first death battle with a legitimate trigger warning.
Yeah, like at the
just
beginning
subject.
before they start the episode, just have like a warning. Like we're about to talk about heavy stuff.
Yeah, I have
Just
faith
don't
that
have the trigger warning in Boomstick's voice. Just use text like a normal person.
I have faith that if the team actually did do this, they would do an excellent job tackling it because they have matured as writers and
storytellers.
As storytellers as years go on, and we've seen that a lot in recent seasons. While they don't tackle these types of subjects, again, they have done episodes that told stories.
Yeah, but for the love of finish.
The biggest one being Hulk Godzilla. That's basically a Godzilla film.
Yeah, I love it so much. And it's especially with the way their analysis segments start out, it puts you in the mindset of those like classic monster movies from the 30s and 40s. With how they have like quotes at the beginning. But for the love of God, do not fucking do the same shit you did with Ruby of being like, he got over it. Like I would scream if you did that again.
That would be far more egregious
don't do that
here.
again.
That would be way more egregious here than it was in Ruby's analysis.
Considering how Sunny's mental state is literally like the main plot point of Amori, they couldn't even do that and cover the story of Amori.
Yeah, so
like they couldn't even say that, so they would have to like.
How would I'm just trying to think about how would you even like combine the versus talk with story coverage here.
I feel like this is one of the very few analyses they would have to play completely straight.
Because especially with the way Boys Vert is told, honestly, I could see them even doing like their own like make it into an analog horror with the way it's presented, and have some audience participation in there to like uncover some of the ciphers. Make this the most mainstream, not friendly episode possible.
Well, you kind of have to be honest.
Honestly, feel free to disagree with me on this, but do you think this would work better as like a bonus episode in the same vein as Light versus Columbo?
I honestly,
maybe.
I think so.
I can see like a fight animation working out if done right. I don't know how they could do analysis for either of these characters.
They might need to, because like with how unique it is, they would probably just need to have it not even be a part of the official season and do something completely different. Because like we know they're doing that for Light versus Columbo, so I don't know. Like this kind of gives a similar vibe to me in that regard.
Yeah, I would definitely agree in that sense.
Especially with how niche like this is as a fight as well. Like I feel like if you did it as a bonus episode, you don't have to worry about using as many resources, and like it's like this is being made for very specific people. Like this is a story we want to tell, and it would probably like go over a little easier as opposed to like the typical 1 month waiting period we've been dealing with this year. And I don't want to deal with like people debating over a matchup like this and getting really toxic.
That like again, it's that's like the really like the part of the matchup. But again, just like I don't know, it feels weird.
It's like okay, if you guys wanna, feel free to. I'm not the one who has to do it, so be my guest.
Maybe the next matchup will be less weird to discuss.
In a sense, we have one more episode to talk about, everybody.
I was gonna say, if it's what I expect, then
So,
you're wrong, Jonathan.
Crossover Productions, 2390 feet. 5. Thank you for this gift. It's Blitz from Hell of a Boss versus Panty.
Right, now this is my time.
I genuinely thought there was gonna be something else. Like I thought we had more.
It's Blitz versus Blitz Buxo versus Panty Anarchy.
This is my time to lock in.
Oh, good lord!
I will listen because I don't have much to say.
I've been watching Panty and Stalking recently. It is such a funny show. It's so
funny.
It's like, what if Craig McCracken made an anime, but also made it for Adult Swim? That is what Panty and Stocking is at its core.
Like for all the people that say like, oh, Vivzy Pop is so edgy, like, bro,
you don't know.
Yeah, Panty and Stocking makes any Vivzy Pop production look tame by comparison. It is that fucking raunchy.
The first episode is them fighting a monster made out of shit.
Made out of shit, yes.
Oh my god.
But I guess to get like,
yeah, kind of. Yeah, Great Mighty Pooh reference.
Who here has seen Panty and Stocking outside of Carrick?
I've seen a bunch of clips recently about
Okay,
it.
so
maybe more of a clip.
There's a Twitter clip of them just saying "fuck" as a song. That's
yes.
all I remember.
Okay, so
yeah,
basically,
I just know that Panty and Stocking, like a lot of Has Been Hotels, says like drops a lot of f-bombs.
Yes,
It
like
is-
a lot of swears.
It is
like,
so.
Vivzy Pop's definition of edge is just like that one white YouTube poop edit of SpongeBob Mr. Krabs where it's like fuck, penis, pussy, dick.
Yeah, see that's the thing with normally I find like oh, what if this was written by Vivzy Pop? I typically find those to be kind of like tacky jokes. It's like, okay, I get it, like there's a lot of cursing, but like the criticism does make sense from the sense of it sounds like it was written by a teenager who's like trying to be edgy but doesn't know how. Panty and Stocking goes all the way with it.
It goes all the way with it.
It commits to the bit, and I respect the hell out of it for
characters
that.
Are literally named after women's undergarments.
And they take off their underwear to like get their weapons out. That's how they do their magical girl transformations.
I know.
Okay, so basically for the people who have not watched Panty and Stocking, I'll give you like a basic gist. The story of the show is that we follow two fallen angels, which are Panty and Stocking, who were kicked out of heaven because they're too just like off the wall, like completely like loony. And the whole premise is that they have to collect heaven coins by killing ghosts in Dawkins City, which is, and I quote, a city that lies between heaven and earth. Yes, I don't know how that's possible, but that's how it is. And the way how they kill ghosts is that they take off their garments, which in Panty's case it's her panties, and Stocking it's her stockings, and those act as their weapons, which can kill ghosts and get them coins.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, it gets so fucking ridiculous because there's an episode in Panty and Stocking where literally Panty's power depends on how strong the underwear she is using is. Like there's an episode where like there's a naked like high school like party and she just starts ripping off people's underwear to get like guns, just like get like guns. But like they're all like the weakest shit, and so she ends up coming across like a recurring character who's named
Briefs.
She takes off his underwear, and that's like his underwear is so strong that she gets a fucking shotgun.
The frick?
I also know that there's like a character who like one of his lines is my penis will never give up or something like that.
Okay,
question.
question.
That's because do you guys care about spoilers for
No.
At the
care.
end of the first
Spoilers.
season, the brief character that I just mentioned, his penis is the key to hell.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Question. What the fuck?
Crazy.
It's
There.
second.
No,
How the fuck?
You have to see it to believe
What?
it. It is
Also,
so-
they have a grim and gnarly rivalry with two characters named Scanty and Knee
Nancy and Knee
Socks.
Socks, yes.
Oh,
Nancy and Knee Socks.
Oh.
And legitimately,
them.
their fight that they have with Panty and Stocking is like Studio Trigger proving that they are actually a competent animation studio because it goes so unnecessarily hard with like the
Bro.
choreography.
Yes,
What do you mean Studio Trigger is actually competent? Didn't they make like Kill a Kill or something?
yeah, they make
No,
They make Kill a Kill.
I'm saying in the sense of that, it's like they do a lot of intentionally choppy, like cheap-looking animation for like comedic purposes. But then then they lock in for the action
They lock
scenes,
the
and it becomes
fuck
like
in.
really fluid and over the top. And it's like, oh yeah, because this is when they were called Gynax.
under
like
Gynax.
then when they did Gurren Lagann, and this is before they became Studio Trigger.
Right.
And it's also very funny. Like Carrick mentioned, Scanty and Knee Socks. They are more refined than Panty and Stocking, who are the angels, because Panty's whole deal is that she'll fuck literally any dude that she comes across.
Anyone
And-
that breathes.
And Stocking's whole thing is just that she's really into sugar.
Yeah, she's obsessed with, and they have a whole episode about her getting scared of becoming fat, and by the end of it, she becomes like a Katamari Damacy thing that a panty rides on top of.
Yes, I swear to God, panty and stocking is like a fetish show. There are so many different fetishes, bro.
There's
an episode where Brief literally eats Panty and Stocking because they were shrunken down to like the size of ants, and they start playing around in his body. I swear to God.
But here's the difference between it and SpongeBob. Panty and Stocking knows what the fuck it is and owns it. It doesn't pretend to be anything it's not. And like what you see is what you get, and that's what I adore about it. It doesn't try to like trick you with like emotional manipulation, being like, oh no, these guys are like secretly deep down. Like no, like it is actually 100% just like, yeah, these guys are just degenerates, and
it's like the always sunny philosophy.
Yeah, exactly.
Horrible people.
But like they're so fucking funny though and entertaining. The voice actors, like I could tell they had a lot of fun doing this, and I love that they did a new season. I'm a little sad that the cast got completely redone. But like,
well, okay. To be fair,
with one of the characters, I do get it because they're directed by Garterbelt. He's a black priest, and he was voiced by Christopher Sabat.
That would not be a problem. But Chris kind of leaned very much into like
he does like the whole like Holy Mother Mary Joseph kind of thing, like this voice. Like, but imagine Christopher Sabat talking like this.
Well, yeah. You know, the more you describe panty stocking, the more I understand why this matchup exists.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And also,
what's up, Jonathan?
I never thought that I would ever tell anybody this in my entire life. But can we talk about Has Been Hotel already?
Yeah. No, we're talking about Hell of a Boss.
You mean Hell of a Boss?
Same difference. It's like the same universe.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, Hell of a Boss. It's one of those things where when it started out, I dug it for being like the sort of comedic spin-off to Has Been Hotel, but eventually I did admittedly fall off of it a little bit when it got a bit too melodramatic for my taste. I was like, it's focusing way too much on certain characters, and like other ones are like being left to the wayside a lot. Millie, and it's just it got to a point where I was like, I'll probably pick this up another day, but I need a break from it.
I think, Hell of a Boss, as it went on, I think it kind of just exemplifies my greater issues with Vivzy Pop as a writer, but, you know, that's an entirely different discussion. I think bottom line is that,
let's talk about the matchup itself.
Yeah, in terms of, like, the matchup itself, I do think, like, I don't see that much connective tissue between these two, other than the fact that, like, they're just characters from very raunchy shows that deal with like heaven and hell topics, and like there's like a
pretty much
somewhat of an overarching theme of like found family. But like
personally, I would prefer it to be the Imp crew versus Panty and Stocking.
Yes, I was literally gonna say I think to me what sounds more interesting is if you have the entire Imp crew, so that'd be Blitz, Moxie, Millie, and Luna
potentially
versus Panty. Yeah, then versus the Anarchy Sisters and then the Demon Sisters. I think that could be a interesting discussion there.
And get Chuck in there as well, because he's a funny slapstick machine.
God, Chuck is
would you say that this is kind of like a Momo and Okarun situation, where like Panty and Stocking are like better off as like in a team matchup than by themselves?
Yeah, because I've also seen Death the Kid versus Stocking brought up sometimes, but that's a similar thing to me. It's like, I don't know, it doesn't feel right having them one without the other, because it's Panty and Stocking is the name of the show.
It's the name of the show. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like you can separate them. They've been separate like plenty of times in the series, but it's like it's better to do a matchup when you have both of them.
Because they have a bunch of like parts where they team up together, and they have the transformation sequences, and just like also like the color schemes like bounce off each other so well. It's just it wouldn't, in my opinion, it wouldn't feel right doing a solo Panty or Stocking episode. And in a similar vein, I think Blitz is like kind of screwed if he's just by himself, because he kind of relies on like his team to like help him out with a lot of the fighting. So
they're their best at when they're all.
It's like let me be clear. If this was just Blitz versus Panty, he would be blitzed. Let's be real.
Yeah. Like literally, like to give an impression about like how much more stupid Panty and Stocking is. There's a literal gag in one of the episodes where like Panty just like lifts up a giant Ferris wheel and swings it around like it's like nothing. That is like visually more impressive than like anything in Hell of a Boss.
I also the one where everybody's
You say ridiculous, but that's like one of the tamest things you've ever described for Panty and Stocking, if I'm being real.
Oh, you want ridiculous? How about the one where everybody's snot gets stolen and it becomes a giant ball as big as the moon?
Yeah.
And Stocking gets shot. Stocking.
I cannot stand snot.
And Stocking gets like shot at it like a cannon, and she is like trapped in like a goo, like the kind of goo that drips from your nose.
Stop it!
And the main villain of that episode is voiced.
Eye torture and shit.
Oh, and if you want something grosser, the main villain of that episode is voiced by Vic. So.
Yes. Oh god. Yeah. Don't remind me.
Of course it's Vic.
And then also, that's not even getting to the Transformer episode of Panty and Stocking, where there's a character named. There's a character named Coctimus Prime.
Oh god.
Okay, that's actually amazing. That's actually amazing.
Coctimus Slime.
Roll out.
I am telling you, Panty
Pull
and
out.
Stocking. Oh god. Yeah, it is pull out. I am telling you, Panty
Did they
and
say
Stocking.
that?
I think they do.
I haven't got to that episode yet. I don't know.
Oh my god! I can just tell you right now, Panty and Stocking is one of the most like batshit series that I think Death Battle could ever bring onto the show. So it's like
they would have to do a lot of censoring in order to not get demonetized.
Oh my god! The fact of the matter is that like
sponsors,
like like with Ryuko, they were able to make it work, though they had to censor like a bit. Panty and Stocking, no. It's very in your face.
There's a lot that they would have to like neuter, which on the one hand does kind of ruin the appeal a little bit of the shows, but on the other hand, they need to pay their medical bills, man.
Yeah,
they still need to make money off of the episode.
Oh, by the way, I didn't even get to talk about Panty's angel form. Like she has like normally she looks like a regular like person, but she can assume like an angel form where she gets wings and she can like fly around all of Dotton City in like fucking blitzing speeds. Like again, Blitz is just kind of fucked in this matchup.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why it would make more sense to have it be the actual like teams against each other.
Yeah. Yeah. If only Blitz knew like spells. If only Blitz knew spells from like the Grimoire, because then I feel like that could like actually makes like shit kind of interesting.
Oh god.
But no, he's just kind of like the muscle with like guns and shit.
Oh god, Transformers and the Autobot symbol looks like underwear.
Yes. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I cannot with Panty and Stocking, bro. It was so funny to watch.
But yeah, if you're able to handle like super raunchy humor, I definitely recommend it. Just remember the time period it came out, and also watch New Panty and Stocking. New
Panty and Stocking is genuinely great. Like I think I might prefer it to the original.
Yeah, they got Christina V as Stocking for the new season, which is cool.
Yeah, and I think she sounds way better as a Stocking than the old voice actress. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Who was the old voice actress?
Monica Rial. Monica Rial.
Yeah.
Monica Rial.
I think Jamie Marchi and Monica Rial have a lot of chemistry, but I haven't seen New Panty and Stocking yet, so I will hold my judgment for later when Panty and Stocking gets an episode on Death Battle.
God. Yeah, oh god. The day that Panty and Stocking get a Death Battle episode is gonna be the day that like I don't know, pigs fly or some shit, bro.
That the Earth stands still.
Yes, because like, I cannot imagine how Death Battle will even like come close to like replicating the sheer stupidity that is Panty and Stocking.
You know the worst part? Moro has done a Hell of a Boss animation before,
yes,
so
he has.
They would probably have to do. It would probably have to be Moro doing this matchup.
Yeah.
In that case, I would hope Moro would then like replicate Studio Triggers, like the whole thing where like they just like look like little chibis and
and then it becomes like super detailed for the transformations.
Super detailed, yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like have it be a team up between the Sprite team and Moro.
Oh yes.
Sorry that this devolved into us like telling you guys to watch Panty and Stocking, but unfortunately Blitz doesn't really have that much else going for him in terms of like what he could bring to the fight.
Yeah, because again, like he really is just like he's just like stronger than your average imp, and like he is good with guns, but like that's about it. He doesn't really have much else going for him.
He's like, I guess he's got the Grimoire, but that's just a travel
But then-
between hell and stuff. So
Yeah, and then he loses that and gets like this gemstone thing that lets him just open it up.
when Blitz dies, he should probably be a clay figure statue that gets blown up in real life.
Yeah, because
that would be so fucking cool.
In Panty and Stocking, what happens when they kill Ghost? They cut to real life, like a real life shot, and it's just a clay face that just like blows up.
They
It's
do it
hilarious.
every episode too. It would be
Every episode, yeah.
Really?
it's such a fun gag. Awesome.
It's hilarious.
What a final matchup for this episode! Like holy shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
thank you members for submitting all of these. We promise that we'll be. I'll be making another post soon for you guys to make more suggestions, and we'll continue the tradition of doing them like at the end for other ones, like when we're able to get a groove back. Probably once the holidays are over. Let's be real. And next time on Trash Picks Talk is going to be a very special one because it's episode 10, and we are all going to be talking about some of our like most favorite matchups each. Like we're all going to be bringing one matchup that we have a bunch of shit and significance to talk about with them, and it'll probably be the longest episode of Trash Picks Talk because we want to make it a special one and really give these big meaty ones like as much like time as they deserve. And I think we all have our matchups picked, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
mine.
I got mine.
I sent it to
I just
you
want to
already,
make sure
Gary.
you pick the right one for me.
Yeah. I'll be sure to get with you guys about that. So look forward to episode 10, and be sure to check out Champions Island if you haven't. There's a lot of campaigning going on there, and but
For better
please,
and for worse.
it's chaos. It's chaos. Be kind. That's all I'll say about that. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you for being a member. We really do appreciate it. And be sure to stay tuned for the next episode of Trash Picks Talk. Take care.
Now repent,
later.
motherfucker!
Repent, motherfuckers!
Bye, fuckhead.